Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Inselstadt, and we're getting towards the end of the city now. So off camera I did a lot of expansion because I assumed a lot of you guys didn't really want to see me just do more urban sprawl type expansion. So I did a lot of expansion like this, and I'll just go over what I've done quickly. So we're over here in this kind of farmland area. So this area here is kind of like a little hub. So you have the train station, you have all of the commercial areas here, and so this one just follows from the main road that goes along here, and then it connects up to this main road here, and also connects to this connection to the highway right there. So that is one area that is done. So I also started zoning all of these areas out here, and I put in some roads as well just to kind of start it off. And where there's the groups of trees, I thought I'd just leave it to make a more natural look. And so I also added in this area here. Also up here I did a lot of expansion, but this is just very basic type housing for medium type families, so I didn't think there would be much interest for you guys to see me just put a lot of roads down and then they just build by themselves. So yeah, this is this area here. It's nothing too fancy at all, to be honest. So yeah, so that this area is quite big, to be honest. And then I filled in these remaining areas around here as well. So this area here I think is done, and I think these areas here are done. I mean, there's always room for expansion here, out here more, but I think that is a pretty good amount. And what else did I do? I don't think I did anything over here. No, don't think so. Yeah, so this was the only main thing that I did over here. I also added in this highway connection over here because we still need to finish. We still need to fill in this area here. But yeah, so we're getting towards the end of this city, and you know what? I did ask you guys a few weeks ago, what should I do? Should I finish this city fast, or should I stay on it and build it out more? But I guess it's kind of just finishing up quite quickly anyway. So, and I feel like a lot of you guys have checked out from this city anyway. So I just want to do some building. Like, this video is just going to be little bits or pieces of basically everything, and yeah, so let's get into building. So let's just have a look at this area here. So you can see there's a lot of commercial through here, a lot of commercial along the main roads. So there's little hubs over here. I mean, this area here it's not a very good area, to be honest. When you look at it, it's like you got the highway, you got this road, this main road here, you got the train. So it's not a very good area for residents to live. But I do want to put in a train station here, I think. So let's do that quickly. Okay, so I just added in the basic train station there, and I had to move the police station from here down to here because I had to move the train line down a little bit. So is that straight? No, it's not really straight. Let's just roughly make that a little bit better, like that. And you'll notice out in this area, a lot of the time the train track actually crosses over the roads. That's just because, like, we're in a more rural area, so there isn't going to be that much traffic. So I think we can get away with the train crossing over the road. I think the cars don't mind waiting just those few extra seconds. Okay, I also added in this little bridge here because I thought that would be helpful, because if they wanted to go from here to here, they'd have to go all the way over here, or they'd have to go all the way down around here. So I thought this would be good. Actually, I might downgrade that to the wooden one because I don't want it to be used a lot, so I want it to have that look of kind of being a little bit old. So are those trees in the way? No, they're okay. Actually, let's upgrade this road here. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's good. So what else do we need to do? We need to add in some schools. So we have a school for this area over here. Let's add in one for these guys here. And this area is probably going to be mostly residential as well. Let's add in another one. Actually, let's add in one down here near the train line. And I don't know if I'll add one here because there's one right there. What about high school? Do we have a smaller high school? I think, what is that? Is that a high school? No, this is the high school. Okay, I like this one. Let's put the high school right. Let's put it there. And do we have a high school over here? We have one there, and we have one here as well. So maybe we can put one right next to the primary school as well. But these guys, I'm not really worrying about them because they're just doing their own thing out there. What about a college for this outer district. Let's put it in this little town center area out here somewhere. Where can we put it? Can we put it up there? Let's just put it there. Okay, that's good. So, and I've already put in bus lines here. I'll just show you guys quickly what I did. If I go to this one. So, they have one that goes around. So, it basically, they go around, but then the green one goes out to this little industrial area, and then the red one goes out to this little village right here and comes back. So that's all I've done for that. And I do need to do some for these guys out here as well. So maybe I'll just zone all of this quickly, and it'll make it a bit more interesting. Okay, so all of the houses have zoned themselves, they built up, and I added in just some trees to make it look a little bit more filled in. Also, I made sure that the train stopped at this station as well, so this guy should stop. Yes, and we don't want to allow intercity trains coming in. And how many people are on it? So there's 200 on that one. How many on this one? 9. Not many. Okay. Yeah, so oh, we need some water, so let's just add in some water, but we're almost out of water actually. Almost out of water. So I kind of want to leave all of this blank, so just because it's the outskirts of the city anyway, so we don't have to build all the way up to the outskirts, I mean the boundary of the map. So, and yeah, I think that looks good. I might add in a little bit here and here, just a few little houses along here as well, and then we need to fill in these areas as well, and this guy as well. But as for out here, I don't think there's really going to be anything, and a lot of you have been asking what about a airport, and I feel like I just don't think this map needs it. I think we're okay without it. Also, I was thinking maybe I'll do a train tour. So a lot of you do like trains, so which is fine. And so I was thinking maybe I'll just go into first person mode with the trains, and we can go around to each station, and we can get a real close-up view of all of the trains, and I think it'll look quite good. So if you guys are interested in that, I can put that together pretty quick and get that out to you guys. So what else do we want to do? Okay, so I might just build these areas a little bit here, and maybe this area here and this area here, and then we'll go through what I've done quickly. I added in all of these roads here, but I used just the dirt ones. Okay, they need water over here as well. But I used the dirt ones because I wanted it to really look like it's slowly transitioning out into like the farm area. And even though it's like a really rich area here, I think it's still okay to have the more average farmland dirt roads just here on the other side of the road as well. So I think that is okay. And then this part in here will be the transition between the rich and the more lower class, and I thought I might just leave this here because it's going to make it look like it is quite rural. And I think filling it in, it's just not a very nice area to fill in anyway. And I realized that this power pole is in the way. There we go. Oh yeah, and then I filled in this area as well. The train line does go through it, but if we look at the noise pollution, there isn't really any caused by the train. It might be beneficial in real life to put the sound barriers like I've done over here. You can see them right there. I actually quite like them. They look really good. So that's probably something that you'd want to do in real life, and especially right here near the school as well. You might want to put it across here, but I'm not going to do that right now. I might do that off camera. And then this little guest peninsula, I'm going to leave that as well, and these spaces here, because I really want it to look like it's just transitioning out into just the open plains where it's nothing. So yeah, I think it's actually turning out quite good, and I just need to fill in this area now. And it's really annoying me because it's like I've done all of this and then there's just this one empty space in here. We now have a filled in area, thank God, because it was looking so bare. So all of this area here, I made it mostly office and a little bit of commercial, and then all of this part here is residential. So there's a road connection here and one here. I'm worried about this one though. This one might cause an issue, but luckily there's not too many people living in this area, so there shouldn't be, hopefully not too much interference on this main road here. And yeah, so we're almost getting towards the end. This is the last major area that we need to do, but I want to add in just a few bus lines. So I want to first make one that goes along this main road and goes maybe up to the train station, so it just goes along here like this. And then I want to do one that goes from here and then goes along this main road as well, and maybe goes to, we can make it go to here, and we can put a bus hub there, and then we can just add some that go down from here down here like so. Okay guys, so I've added in this one that goes all the way from here all the way down along this main road, and now I'm adding in this guy here, so let's just do it across here. We can do another one right here, which is pretty close to the train station. We can do one that goes here, maybe about there, and then in front of this school. I think that's the school. And then we can just put it like that. For now, yeah, it's going to go all the way down there because it needs somewhere to turn around. But we'll fix that up once we build in that area. So let's just bring this guy back this way. And we probably should have put one there as well, which we can do in a second. Bring this back, and there we go. So we have one that goes all the way across there like that. And next one I want to do is just one that goes from maybe here, goes down across this little road, and then goes up the middle of this one, and then goes across, connects up to this area, then meets with these guys, because this area has a lot of different bus lines meeting it, so it's good to connect it up in that spot. And since this area here has a lot of buses going on, that's another good reason why I put office in that space, because there's just so many buses, so much noise going on, and offices can take that noise really easily. So okay, I feel like these areas are kind of done. Maybe we should extend this one just up here a tiny little bit, just to reach these guys. And there's also that school there as well, so it just goes up there. It's not really out of their way too much, so that's okay. Yeah, I feel like it's okay how it is now. But since this area is pretty rural, so we can not heavily rely on buses as much, because I guess it's more expected that people will drive instead of catching public transport or cycling from out in this area. So there's not really going to be any cycling pathways out here as well, just because there's not really that many people, so maybe it's not worth the investment, maybe, because there is a lot of bridges, so that would be quite expensive to do. Okay, so I have filled in this whole area. I put in a few bus lines, so there's one bus line that connects up from here all the way down through here, and then there's one that goes along here and then goes up in there, and then there's another one that goes up into this area as well. So it's I kind of think that is enough for this episode. We are really close to the end. I think there's just a few final little touches that I want to do in the next episode, but yeah, this is pretty much it. This is almost the end. So we just close it. Like, look at that. That's a pretty huge city, don't you think? Like, for City Skylines, that is pretty impressive in my opinion. There's so much work has gone into this, but I'll admit it sounds bad, but I am pretty done with Inselstadt. It's because it was never really my intention to make it my on-camera city. It was always my off-camera city, so I'm really excited to start a new city right from the beginning, to go through it all with you guys, and get all of your opinions on everything to do. So yeah, this will probably be almost the last episode, like I mentioned. So any final suggestions for this city, let me know, and I'll go through them very soon. And if you'd like to see anything else in the city, any of the bus lines, train lines, anything like that, let me know, and I'll get back to you with a video about that very soon. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.